Hello, good people. Welcome to our session. We will be having a discussion on how to build your brand and sell online. In our main topic of discussion, in which we are going to share on how to build your brand and sell online, we have broken it into three particularly agendas. In our first agenda, we'll be having a discussion around how to establish your online brand. And in our next segment, we'll be having a discussion on how to develop your e-commerce and offering. And in our third agenda, we will be having sharing on how to utilize social media to drive sales. I am your lead trainer today, Orwa Joseph, and together with me is my colleague Nahol Adesa. So feel free to interact with us at the chat box, in which my colleague Nahol Adesa will be moderating, just to ensure that we get the very best out of this particular session. So wherever you are joining us from, I want you to familiarize yourself with the tools that you are going to use, including the chat box. So at the chat box, that is the place in which you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to air out your concerns. By default, it's a place in which we will be able to communicate with you. So feel free to introduce yourself. Let us know where you are joining us from and some of your expectations from today's session. Even as we are going to jump into our first agenda of discussion, and I can see great people, a lot of discussion is coming forth. Our great moderator, Nahol, is already engaging with us. I can see Yomi Datese joining us. Hello, Nimi. And I can see Ashenasi Kasum from Alice. Hello, Ashenafi. How is Alice today? I can see Yomidi Tadese. Okay, great. So let us know where you are joining us from and some of your expectations from our today's session. So let's dive deeper into our first agenda of discussion. But just before we get into that particular agenda, we have a question for us. How do you currently market your business? How do you currently market your business? And even as you share with us, I will love to get a confirmation from you. Are you able to get my voice clearly? Are you able to see our slides? Are you able to follow? So let me know if you are able to see our slides and you can able to hear my voice. Feel free to share with us, even as you answer these particular questions. How do you currently market your business? Right. So Ashenafi Kashuma, this is very well today, and I'm happy to join the session. Thank you so much, Ashenasi, for finding this particular session important. We are going to make it very interesting and very involving, and by the end of this particular session, each one of us will have something to take home. So stay put, even as we have our discussion rolling down. So how do you currently market your business? People do market their businesses using different ways. Other people use the word of mouth, other people use social media, other people walk from door to door, other people use flyers. I don't know what case applies to your situation. How do you currently actually market your business? How do you connect with your customers? Feel free to share with us at the chat box, and we will be taking a look at it even as we learn from each other. And we will be, as we wait for your comments to come forth, we want to dive deeper into our first segment, in which we are going to be sharing on how to establish your brand online. So when you look at this particular first agenda, we have some words here that we need to be very well conversant with. Establish, we know, is to make something exist. But a word that we want us to look into, so that when we move forward, you will be knowing what we are referring to is brand. And here, it's not going to be only brand, your brand. So I have a question for us. What is brand? And then after we have answered that one, we will be having another second question. What is your brand? So I will be waiting for you to share your thoughts around brand. What do you think is brand? And then, what is your brand? Feel free to share with that at the chat box. Just so happy to be able to learn from us. What is brand? Yes. Philotoka soon. Hi, from Addis. I'm happy to join the training. Thanks, Fiwot Kasahun, joining us from Addis, in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. Feel free to share with us when we mention brand, what exactly is this? And then after that one, we will be able to identify what a brand or what is your brand. So because I don't have definitions with me, I don't have a dictionary beside me, we'll be sharing what we call experiences in order for us to understand brand. So ideally, when we mention brand, is an aspect of representing something, that which represents a person, an institution, a business, that which can be associated with that particular institution or an organization or an individual. We call it brand. All right? I'm waiting for your experience too. Brand. So when we mention brand, it is a bigger picture of something representing an institution or an individual. Great. Now, give an example. When I just mention Google, for example, what comes to a mind? All right? When I just mention Google, what comes to your mind? Feel free to share with us at the chat box. So when we just mention group, Google, every feelings that you have, everything, the experience you have in your mind is associated with Google, and that one means brand. It's all. So when we mention brand, it's both visual, something you can see, it's something physical you can touch, and then also something you can feel, right? So when I mention Google, am I referring to Google logo, or referring to Google product and services, or I'm referring to an experience that you have had with Google or Google products? Was that one hard? Maybe let me mention another good example that I always use, and this is a brand that is known worldwide. Let me mention Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola. Do you? So when I mention Coca-Cola, what's come to your mind? What do you want to see? A color, a bottle, a drink, a feeling. What exactly is that one? So that which is associated with that particular mentioning, a name, an institution, we call it brand. Back to us. What is your brand? We will know as we move forward. And by the end of this session, we will be able to know that what is your brand and how can you establish it online. Are you ready now to establish your brand online? To establish that which can be associated with you? To establish that which can represent you and take it online? Are you ready for that work? Great, so let's move. So before we jump into the details, what benefits are brought to business by going online? Do we have some benefit that comes with business having gone online? So if you have ever had an experience with that, feel free to share with us at the chat box, and we'll be much happy to pick some of your learnings for our experiences. All right. So I can see, all right, Afrao Mamo Digital Network Marketing Pro. Hello, Afrau. Great to have you. Welcome to our session of today. You can see Joy Atieno. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Joy. How are you doing there? It's great. So, hello, guys, there. So, what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? Do we have any that we can list down? Do we Have you ever taken note of some of the benefits that a business can have by going online? Feel free to share that at the chat box even as we proceed with our discussion of today, highlighting some of these particular businesses, right? So there are a lot of business benefit that comes with your business going online, and let us share with you some statistics here for you to be able to understand this into deeply. So internet business statistic from Statistica reveals that 1.79 billion people bought goods and services online last year, up from 1.66 the previous year. And 97% of people learn more about business online than anywhere else. So if there is any people put together and they know of any business globally, these people, that group of people, 97% of those people did learn about that particular business online. So it means if your business is not online, if your brand is not online, then you will be missing of the 97% of people who should learn about your business, right? And it is estimated that by 2040, 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce. This is according to NASCAD. So this figure is so great. 2040 is not away from us. And as we approach 2040, your business should be one of those that is going to make these statistics by ensuring that you are online, your presence is online, connect with your customer, and be able to sell. So let's take a quick look on what what businesses do benefit while they go online. How the businesses use the internet today when they go online, right? How the businesses use the internet when they go online, all right? So there are so many things that business do use when they go online. The first thing is to sell product. This is one of the uses of internet. Have you ever sold anything over the internet? Okay, when I mention anything, this includes products, services, and even your skills. Have you ever been contacted by any other person? If you are an engineer, an architectural engineer, contacted by a person online to just come up with a drawing of a simple structure, then you draw it and this person pays you. Have you ever sold anything online? If not, business outside there are using the internet to sell their product. And apart from selling their product, they also buy products. Today in East Africa and Ethiopia included, there are a lot of businesses that do order their product from abroad. They get delivered and they sell them. So they use the same internet to order for products, buying, and also use the same internet to sell their products. And some of these businesses doesn't even have a store. So they order, they come, they deliver to you. And some do crazily, totally they don't have a store. They totally don't have a store. You order and then they order for you online and then it's brought and delivered to you. So businesses use the internet to buy products too. Another thing, the people use internet to do advertising. Today when you are online on your mobile phone, you are browsing the internet using the apps and doing some things, you will find out there are a lot of advertisements going on. So as a business, you can actually use the internet to advertise, to make people know that you exist, to interest people with your product. It could be social media marketing, it could be Google ads, it could be any other a form of marketing. It could be display marketing, it could be search engine marketing. So these different businesses use the internet to advertise. And again, you can use the internet to reach customers. When I mention customers, these are customers that can buy your product, buy your skills, buy your services. If you are a teacher and you are there, I can go to LinkedIn, search for teachers, come and train my class on a special course. If I'm a lecturer, for example, and there is a technical issue that I am not able to explain well to my students, or I've explained it to my students and they did not get it, I can go online on LinkedIn, search for somebody specialized in that area, and then hire the person, come deliver, and go away. So you can actually use the internet to reach new customer. This one could be social media, this could be marketing. You reach new customers. When you reach new customers, you increase your customer base, make more profit, and move forward. And then you can also be able to do research on competition. If you're online, you're able to look at what other businesses offering the same services as yours, how they do their marketing, how they roll out their campaigns, how they actually connect with your clients. Then you can learn from that, use the same, and implement it in your business and make your business competitive. All right. So these are some of the uses of the internet. So if your business is not using any of these, then you need to start now. Sell product, buy product, advertise, reach new customers, research on competition, and etc. Alright? Good. So let's just look now on how you can build an online presence. How can you build an online presence? Good question. Maybe you are there, you're not online, you feel like you need to build your brand or your online presence. Now, in the digital age, it is absolutely essential for your business to have an online presence. Whether it is a website, an e-commerce platform, a social media page, or a combination of all the three. So getting your company online will reap major benefits for you. If your company does not conduct business online, customers and potential customers are expecting to see you online. Why? They want to see how you fare on. They want to just check your contact details. They want to check if there is a new product line. They want to be updated on the changes that are going on in your market, all right, or in your business. So if they don't see you there, you could be losing out on the opportunity to increase your customer base and get the word out about your business. So for example, we have in Valley Designs who have their own website through Google site. We have Juma Art Tours, which uses Wix, and both of them have registered their business on Google My Business. So an online presence is very important for your business. So let's take a look at different types of platforms that are available for you to actually be able to go online. We have different platforms that exist. First one, your own website. So you can actually build your own website and have an online presence through your own website. The next one that is simple and most of the time free, social media platforms. So social media platform is a great way to be able to connect with your client, interact with them, interest them with what you are offering, post, and engage with them on the go. So social media platforms, there are different ones. In our later webinars, we'll be having a discussion deeply in which social media platform you need to take and how you can plan out your social media campaigns. But now you need just to understand that this is also one of the greatest way for you to just go online and connect with your clients. What will happen if I go online and I don't find you, you don't have a website, and then you don't have even a social media platform? It will be crazy. Well, fine. Your website, social media platform, another one is online directories. So when we mention online directories, we are referring to an online list or catalog of contact or website that are always availed online for you to be able to register your business and be found when people are searching for you. Do you know some of examples of online directories? If you remember any, feel free to share that at the chat box. But as we move forward, we'll be having a look an experience and an example of some of the online directories and how you can establish yourself through online directories, right? So another way of you to have an online presence is using e-commerce platform. So an e-commerce platform is typically a shop that allows people to come to a website, window shop, buy for that product, be able to pay for them, and you deliver the product to them. So e-commerce is also a greater way for you to go online. Are you ready for our next venture, in which we are going to look at some of the statistics for you to be able to just have a feel and touch on how people have gone online and a lot of transactions are online? Okay, fine. So these statistics will actually give you a sense on how e-commerce in Africa is performing. If you aren't already convinced that having an online presence is gonna benefit your business, here are some statistics on e-commerce in Africa. There are 4 million internet users in Africa, second to China. Meaning, if you put the world together, Africa is following China in the number of e-commerce and e-commerce activities that are going on online. I believe your business is in Africa. So are you part of these statistics, or you are part of a statistics that is excluded? Please, if you are not part of this, come online so we go beyond China. We need to chase them because Africa is the mother of all invention. Do you believe that? If you don't believe, I don't want to make you believe. So Africa makes up 10% of global retail sales with an estimate value of 75 billion. This is by 2025. We are in 2021, barely 4 years to go. So Africa generated actually 1.6 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017. A lot of change since 2017. People are online more than ever before. So this number most definitely has increased. So what e-commerce platforms are out there, and have you ever used them? Have you ever bought something online or sold something online through an e-commerce? We'll be taking you through some of the examples of e-commerce on how you can set them up in our next slide. So keep learning. Great. So let's look at e-commerce platforms. So an e-commerce platform, just as I mentioned, is an online business platform that allows you to display your product and make the customer see the product and be able to buy from that particular platform. So e-commerce platforms helps bridge business to business or business to client exchanges. And again, they just don't support your business, but we call them growth enabler. Why? Because with this, people can buy from your shop anytime. You're asleep, people are buying. You're awake, people are buying. You are tired, people like going to the shop, people are still buying. You feel like you want to sleep 24 hours, people will still be buying. So this is a growth enabler for your business. So let's look at some of the examples of e-commerces that exist. We have Amazon. So when I mention Amazon, what comes to your mind? All right. You remember when we were mentioning about brand? So when I mention Amazon, what comes to your mind? Is it buying, selling, something must have registered in your mind? Feel free to share with us the feeling you had when I mentioned Amazon. So as well as being an online retailer, Amazon allows for individual and business to sell and display product for sale online. So Amazon has become the largest online e-commerce retailer and one of the most powerful brands in the world. So actually you can go to Amazon to buy, or you can go to Amazon and create an account there and sell your product. So you don't have all the reason to say, okay, I can't sell online. If you're in Nigeria, we have Conga, and if you are in East Africa, and I know in Ethiopia, Jumia is there, right? So these are just few of the many that are outside there. So setting up of these platforms are fairly simple. Do you want to understand how to set up on these particular platforms? Take a look. So it is possible for you to sell your product on online marketplaces. Yes, online marketplaces. So when we say online marketplaces, are those particular platforms that, okay, let me take you back. Naturally in Africa, depending on the region that you are coming from or the village that you are coming from, there is always a market day, right? So on the market day, people do pick what they want to sell, go and buy, and also they can go there to buy items on a market day. In Tanzania, depending on the region that you are in, there is a special day called Mnada Day. Most of the time it's twice a month per district. And those Mnada days, that is where you will find people, livestock are being sold, you can buy clothes, you can buy shoes. Yeah, every other people, business people traveling from afar, they come and meet and sell. So the online marketplaces actually borrowed that particular idea and did make an online solution for it. So on online marketplaces, you go there to sell and you can also go there to buy, right? So you can also set up an account on online marketplaces. Examples, we have Kilimall, that is largely in Kenya and also in extending to the rest of East Africa. We have Bidobuy, an online marketing place from South Africa. And we have Gigi that originated from Nigeria, but now is in Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania too. So you can actually go to these online marketplaces and then create an account, buy there or sell. Okay, so you can do business online. Simple. Okay, let's move forward and look at other areas in which we have mentioned e-commerce. We have now mentioned online marketplaces. So let's take a look at business directories that we mentioned. So a business directory is just a website. Yeah. So this website has printed listings of information. So with these listings, you might find that they are being categorized. Maybe real estate, hotel industry, or any other industry that exists. So this one provides a way in which you can go there and register your business, list it there, and be found online when people are searching for you. So business can be categorized by a niche, location, activity, or size. And then businesses may be compiled either by manually being compiled or through automated online search software. So when you decide to use online business directories, it's a greater way for you to be found when people are searching for you. We have great examples of online business directories, including Yellow Page of Africa and Africa Business Pages. Do you remember Yellow Pages, or we were born yesterday when we those particular big yellow books available in offices were there? When you visit an office, government institution, there used to be very big yellow in color books. So when you take that book, you could always able to open, find business name, their contact details, where they are, their email addresses, their phone numbers. So the same has been replicated for an online version. So instead of buying the book, you just go online and search for that particular business. So you can actually take your business online through an online directory. So let's take a look on how to get listed on online business directory. So getting listed on online business directory is simple. There are a lot of different business directories you could use, but the process is similar. Register your business details, what your business does, the sector, country, region, what your business is located, contact, personal details, and then your account is set up. Do you want to try this one out? And sometimes back, I will be sharing um, just a link with us so that you'll be able to try and uh, uh, register your business on online directory. And I can see ADS is sharing greater resources for us. Jumia, you can try, see how you can set up your online marketing. Thanks now for sharing great resources with us. So this is a place you can register your business. My worry, my call that after this particular session, somebody who has a business will fail to have an online presence, even in an online directory. That one will make me bitter. Please, could you just make me a little more happy that in our next session you'll come and share with us some of your experiences in going online by just having an online presence through a business directory? Please do me that favor. We want to see you online. We want to know about your business. We want to connect with you. And we want to buy the services you are offering. Are you promising that? If it is a yes, let's get a yes at the chat box and let's move forward and look at how you can establish your online presence using social media. All right. So with the right marketing plans, you can use social media platform to create a successful campaign and increase sales, brand recognition, and customer service. So setting up a business social media account varies across different platforms, but the steps are always very similar. So you sign up for that particular social media that you want to use, add your pictures, create username, and add business details. So most social media websites provide a landing page and a guide to show you how to set up an account. So different social media can help you connect with different types of audience. So it is worth doing some research before picking one or two social media platforms to use. We are going to cover this later in the webinar, but for now, let's have a pause to check if you have any questions that are coming forth for us to be able to address them. Great. You can see greater people, greater conversation coming forth. Feel free to share with us some of your questions. All right. And okay, say easy to reach customers. Thanks. This is some of the benefits of going online. You can easily reach your customer. Thank you so much, Enoch Kinf. All right. That name as I don't know what has happened to my tongue. That name is difficult to pronounce. So please forgive me if my pronunciation is quite not allowed with your name. Enoch Kinfe. Great. Thanks, Enoch, for joining. It's great to have you in our session today. You have a great name too. So please ensure that every time I come online, you must be there because that name is fantastic. Great. So let's move forward and look at some of the questions that are coming. Oh, Dawita Ketema from Kombolcha. Great. I remember this Kombolcha name. Thanks, Dawita, for joining today. I remember Kombolcha. How is Kombolcha? How is the weather like there? Feel free to share with us some of any question that is rising up. And Maria Wa is saying, yes, it's going to be online. Thanks, Maria Wa. Wait, baby. I will actually search for your business online. Next time, feel free to share with us. It's great. So thanks for your confirmations and thanks for your interactions. It's great to have you in our sessions today. Ali Dassan from Addis Ababa Science and Technology University. Thank you so much for your comments. I believe you are getting some of insight from our session of today that you will be able to implement and also come back and share the feedback with us. And if there is anything that you have learned today, you can write in our social media and post it there. We are available. You can use the hashtag Grow with Google, and that is interaction and discussion with you. So let's move into our next segment in which we are going to discuss how to develop your e-commerce offering. Right? Developing your e-commerce offering. Today, we will be looking on how you can develop your online shop. So when I mention e-commerce offering, I just referring to your online shop. Right? making a shop being online. So let's dig it deeper. So the first step in coming up with your e-commerce, you need to pick up your domain. So a domain is the name of a website. This is what customer will use to find you. What are some of the domains that you know? Google.com, that is a domain. Google. Extension is .com, standing for a company. What are the domain that you know outside there? All right, feel free to share with us any domain that you know. So you need to uh, buy your domain, purchase your domain, register it so that nobody else can use it. Registering your domain is a great step because you will be owning that particular name. Remember, while registering your domain, make sure that the domain is in line with your brand or your name. For example, if my business is called Bilauri Solutions, it will be fun enough if I have Bilauri Solutions as my company name and my domain name becomes kikombe.com. So if my business name is Bilauri Solutions, it's better I have bilauri.com, something close to Bilauri. Yeah. So when people are searching for me, they can connect. Yeah, they can remember, easy to remember, right? So pick a domain for your website and be able to register it. Where can you actually register your domain? Where can you register your domain? Right, there are so many other places that you can register your domain, and it is very easy to register domain. We can go GoDaddy, Domain King, and Bluehost. These are just some of the places that you can be able to register your domain. And buying a domain is simple. I will take you through. Let me share with you on how you can buy your domain. Yeah, and I will be using Whois to show you how you can buy your domain. So let me share with you on how to buy a domain. Oh, great. So great. So let me have a look at so how to buy a domain. I will sharing with you. I will be using Whois.com, a platform just to show you how you can be able to buy a domain. It's easy, quite easy. So I believe you are able to see Whois platform. Great. I'm sure you are able to see my screen. So like I was mentioning Bilauri. So what you need to do, you will need to log in first, create an account and log in into that particular platform in which you want to create to buy the domain from. So you have to have an account with them. So great. So I've logged in into Whois. So what do I want to do to register domain? We will be using Bilauri.com. Yes, Bilauri.com. And then I search for Bilauri.com. Let me search for Bilauri.com. The platform will search, and then Bilauri.com is available. Great, you see, it's available. Then you can see availability and then select it. And then I go forward to checkout. You see, just go and check out. So checking out meaning you're going to pay. Proceed to checkout. You're going to pay for this particular platform. So when I come, I pay for it. So you can pay through Visa card, MasterCard, online. I don't want to buy this. I was just demonstrating how you can actually buy a domain. So there are others that have provided more payment option. We leave Lipa na M-Pesa and so forth. So that is how easy you can buy your domain. So once you buy it, it gets to you. It now belongs to you. You own it. When you buy it, you own it. You can use it, and you can actually now develop a website and connect it to your domain. Great. Having shared that, so once you buy your domain and you have your domain ready, so this thing you don't really need to struggle with it. If you don't know the kind of procedure, you can always get assistance from somebody who can help you buy a domain. But the first thing you need to know that you need to buy a domain. So once you have bought your domain, the second thing is to build your website. Building your website, okay. So building a website used to require learning how to code, but those days are in the past, by the way. Today you can easily build your website using website builders. So whether you own a small business or you are looking to create your own blog, website builders make it easy for you so that you don't have to design the website from scratch. So website builders make it easy for users to make their own website with little effort or coding skills. By using website builder platforms, anyone can achieve professionally looking website without struggle, without hiring a designer. We have several website builders that are outside there. We have Wix. We have that you can also build your website on Google My Business. We have WordPress. We have Camilio and so forth. So with website builders, you can actually come up with a website. I will be taking you through a website builder and how you can create a website on a website builder and pick a template. As we proceed, I will demonstrate that one for you to see how easy you can create your website. Great people. So once you picked up the kind of builder that you want to use, may it WordPress or Wix, what you need to do, the first thing you need to do is pick a template. So templates are a bigger part of what makes website builders easy to use than building a website from scratch. With a template, you can get all the basic structure of your design website that you want to use. So what do we mean by this template? Let me take you through a website builder called Camilio that I have an account, so that you can see on how you can actually pick up a template and create a good looking website for you. Are you ready for this particular one that you may be able to see? I can see the site is still loading, but I will be able to actually show you how you can come up with a wonderful website from website builders, right? When it loads up, I will be able to take you through and be able to see. So once you pick up a builder, a website builder, and you pick up a template that fits your business, you pick up a template. Once you pick the template and it looks good, a template close to what you want to achieve, the next thing, upload the content. Right? You need to figure out on how you want your website to look like. So when we say content, we are referring to digital content. This refers to the text, images, videos, and other media that visitors will see when they come to your website, right? So you need to help customer understand what your business is about, your product, services, who are the faces behind the website too. For example, Juma Art Tours uses Wix actually to create websites, yeah? So you can actually come up with a greater website, pick up a template, and then upload your content. So while uploading your content, let me show you when coming up with your content, you actually need to ensure that the people that you are going to serve resonate with your content, yeah? The people you are going to serve resonate with your content. So don't make content be all about you. Make the content all about your people, what they feel like seeing, what resonate with them. So let me just show you on how some templates looks like on Wix. All right, so for example, if you want to use Wix to create your website as a website builder, you just go to the platform of your choice, and here, for example, Wix, there's a lot of templates here, right? Look at this. This is a template. You can view the template and see how it looks like, and then you can go to full mode, see how this template looks like. Let's just have a look. It's loading. Once loaded, you will be able to see how that template looks like. Okay, let me just share with you that particular template. Let me share with you that template so that you'll be able to interact, have a feeling of how creating websites, right? You look, so this is just a template. Look at how stunning this website is. Now you scroll, have all the things that I need. I want this template for coming soon, so I can edit this and add a logo, change this logo, change my content here, change this description about there, and then even update the social media platforms, and I'm done. Great. I'm ready to, my website is ready, published to connect with my customers. That is how easy is it to use these particular templates to come up with a website, right? Very easy. Thanks. So let's get back to our content. I've shown you on, for example, Wix on how to pick a template, and also you can go forward, create an account to start editing that particular content. While editing, you will be seeing the changes on the go. So while uploading the content, remember, take care of your clients, upload things that resonate with them. Great. So nextly, let's look at best practices when creating content for your website while uploading content for your website. The first one, prioritize your audience. So frame your website in a way that focuses on how your product or services help to solve customers' problem and make their lives easy. So make sure that you prioritize on your audience. Second thing, research on your competitors. Ensure you take a look at various businesses that are in the same industry that are doing offering the same product and services. This one will help you understand the kind of websites that your audience expect. You'll find that majority of websites have been categorized according to industry. A website for an say hotel industry is always having common features. So if you research on your competitors, you will be having a clue of what exactly is expected of your website. And then you need to learn search engine optimization basics. This is understanding, when we mention search engine optimization, we are referring to the aspect of making your website look relevant and search friendly when people are searching for it. So this includes the terms used, the keywords used, how photos have been named, how they have been optimized, how your websites appear both on PC and also on mobile devices. So you need to learn some of search engine optimization basics so that your website loads faster when people are accessing that particular website. Okay, so another thing you need, you can go beyond your website and make your website a shop. Right? Make your website a shop by installing something we call e-commerce plugin. So what is e-commerce? So e-commerce, we had mentioned, is a shop, turning your website into a shop. But when we mention e-commerce plugins, these are some pieces of softwares. These are some pieces of softwares that when incorporated into a website, they make our website have extra functionalities that includes functions to be able to, there is promotion code and discount code tools. Yeah, if you visit a website, have you ever gone to a supermarket and you find that it was, right? It was 10,000, it is now 9,000, right? Have you ever gone to a supermarket? Great. So with e-commerce plugin, you can be able to promote your products with the discount code tool. And then there is easy to check out. Well, I was carrying out an example, a demonstration on Uwis on how to buy that particular domain, Bilauri. Do you remember that? That is a place for me to check out. And then I only pay for it and go away. So plugins allows you to check out easily. And then there is search engine optimization. So using e-commerce plugins, you will be able to understand by default some words that you can actually use to describe your product in that particular industry that you are in. And also with e-commerce plugins, you can have email marketing integration. Just because when people are buying from you, there is always a mandatory feel of having email addresses included. So you can use those particular email addresses, categorize them and group them according to what those people bought and interest them later or reach out to them. So it gives you an ample time for email marketing integration. And then we have multiple payment options. Like for Uwis, there was pay through Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and we have some e-commerce platform that allows extra functionalities like Lipa na M-Pesa, Pay with M-Pesa, bank transfer. So this e-commerce plugins just turns your website into a shop and you let your website enable your business grow. Right? Great people. So having done that, the question is, where can you actually get the plugins, the e-commerce plugins? So there are several places that can download e-commerce plugins, but we have the renowned ones that are globally used. And why are they used globally? Most of people, it could be due to their easy to use functionality, how to be able to actually modify and customize them, to add product description, right? Like some e-commerce plugins can allow you to list a product in your website and it's not in your website. For example, you can go and select a product from Amazon and display it in your website directly using the link to that particular product. So and then when you sell it, you order from Amazon and you deliver to the person. So e-commerce plugins comes with different functionality. So we have WooCommerce. This is a place you can download your e-commerce plugin. We have EC Digital Downloads and WP e-commerce, right? So these are places that you can actually download e-commerce plugins. Now, a claimer here. So make sure that your website is mobile friendly. 2.5 billion people will shop online worldwide by 2021 this year. So if your website takes a lot of time to actually be able to load on mobile phones, people will run away from it. So make sure that your website is mobile friendly. And also, it is estimated that 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya as we speak. There are 21 million people that are shopping online through mobile phones. So ensure that you make our life simple. Let me simplify that comment. Make our life simple by letting us access your website through mobile devices. Okay. Shouting? No, that was just being firm. Make your website user friendly when we open it through our mobile phones. Otherwise, we will run away. Thank you. Great. So, how to test how your mobile is friendly? You can visit this particular link, and my moderator will be able to share with you g.co/test my site. You'll be able to check on the performance of your website on mobile devices. I want us to jump into our next segment quickly, but before that, let me check if you have any question coming forward so that we may be able to address them. Great people. Oh, Epic Scene, it's great to have you. It's great to have you today. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. I can see greater people are here. Great, 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 great. Thanks. If there is any conversation coming forward, feel free to share with us at the chat box. We'll be able to have a look at them and be able to address them. So thank you so much. Keep your comment, keep your questions coming, keep everything coming forward. Anything you feel like you need to share with us, a question, anything, an insight, feel free to share with us at the chat box, and we'll be able to have a look at it before we jump into our last segment, in which we are going to talk about how to utilize social media to drive sales. Are you ready for this? Like ready? If you are ready to take this home, how to utilize social media to drive sales, if you are that ready, say yes at the chat box. And if you say yes, follow it with the answer to these questions. How can social media benefit your business? Have you ever sat down and thought around how social media can benefit your business? If yes, feel free to share with us at the chat box so that we also learn from you. Remember, I told ourselves that today it is a day of sharing experiences. So, how have been your experience with social media? How have been your experience? Has there been any benefit that comes with having a social media as a business? Feel free to share with us even as we proceed to highlight some few here as we wait for your comment. All right. So, there are a lot of benefits of using social media. Social media is quite easy tool for any business to use, and if you don't have one, this should convince you to have one. The first one, you can be able to generate more sales through social media. How? A good question. So how do you generate more sales with social media? So using social media, you can easily interact with your customers, target your audience, and increase your customer base. So while you increase your customer base, by default, you are generating more sales. Has the how question been answered? Good. Let's move to the next stage. You can add value to your brand. I know you are asking how. Could you imagine before social media how some organization you could call and they don't pick your phone call? A good example, I have lived in Kenya for a while and there was an institution called Kenya Power. You could call them and they are not responding. But with the social media today, they have improved. If you go on social media and you say something, they serve you well. It could be they had a challenge of communicating to us because they were receiving so many calls. So social media actually has brought benefit to that particular organization. For example, I've mentioned it just for our learning purposes. So feel free to share with us if you have ever used social media to actually communicate to your customers. But this can add value to your brand because you provide support to your clients, you reply to their instant messaging or queries, and you make them feel good because you are responding and answering their questions. And that one makes you feel good to them. That is a value added to your brand. How can social media benefit your business? The next thing, improve your marketing. I know you are still asking how. Can you also help us answer that question? How can social media improve your marketing? Don't worry, I have something for you, but feel free to share anything that comes to your mind. When you are online and using social media platforms, actually, you can target specific audience based on their age, location, and even the level of their education, even earning. So using social media can benefit your business, so it improves your marketing. The first thing, you can retarget and target the potential customers. Apart from that, you will be able to get feedback from this particular client on the go and use those particular feedbacks to improve your marketing. Did you now get why and how social media can improve your marketing? Okay, let's take it to the next step. Build relationships and networks. Social media helps you. I know every business have the people that belongs to them. Today, if you post anything on a social media, there is the number of likes by default you will get. By default, I always get 70. By default, it has to reach 70. Beyond 70, that meaning I'm generating new sales. So with social media, you can actually build relationship and network. Network with your clients, network with other businesses. Right? And then lastly, with social media, you can stay competitive. You can stay competitive. How? Because generally it gives you an opportunity to learn about your customers from the feedback, learn from the competitor what they're doing and what is standing out for them, put that one together, redesign your marketing strategy, and stay competitive. And stay competitive. All right? And stay competitive. Great people. So let's look at the strategy. How a strategy to set up your social media marketing. A strategy to set up your social media marketing. Yes, are you ready for that? So in order for you to have a strategy for your social media, you need to consider the following steps. And I want to take you through one by one. I want to take you through one by one on how you can run with this. One, know your audience. All right. So when you know your audience at heart, you will know how to communicate with them. You know when to post. You know where is your audience, what do they do, which platform do they interact with, all right? Which terms they excites them, all right? So When you do that, you will be able actually to you will be able actually to interact with these people. Great. So let me just share something here with you. Let me just share something here with you on how you can interact with your use social media to interact, know your audience. So, for example, let's take a look at let's go to Facebook, for example. There, let's say Facebook home. Are you able to? Okay, Facebook is loading. Oh, great. It's taking a while. Okay, Facebook is taking a while to load. It's taking a while to load. Let's just get back when it loads. I will be having a quick check with you on how you can use social media. So let's get back to our main discussion, and I will actually indicate that one for us. I will be able to share that one with us as we proceed. Okay, let's take a look. Apart from the audience, the next thing that you need to do and consider is business goals. So business goals. Yes, business goals. Why are you going online through social media? Do you want to give better customer service, grow brand awareness, generate more sales, or get more people on your site? You need to know your goal. What exactly you want to achieve? What exactly you want to achieve? Your goal. So after you picked up your business goal and you understand them very well, the next thing, which is the social media platform that you want to use? With the social media platforms that you want to use. Is it Facebook? For example, the Digital Launchpad is a program that we are running, and we decided to use Facebook page to connect with your client. I don't know in your business which platforms now resonate well with your customers. Which platforms resonate well with your customers? Do you want to go business, focus on business, or you want to focus on lifestyle? You can test one platform, learn, try another one, look at how they work. You can bring them together, pick one or two that will be bestly making you achieve what you want to meet. So business, social media platform. The next one, tone. Right. It is very important to consider your tone. And that one we can give you the bigger picture is your brand, social media brand tone. This is not like only your voice, how you speak, but this always takes care of your brand guidelines. How you use your logo, the color and font, the tone of your voice, your personality. Do and don't. What can't you do as a business? There are some things that you can't do as a business. And what other thing can you do? Which type of images are you going to use? There are some images, when I look at them, I just know that is image from Google. That is an image from Facebook. That is image from Microsoft. That image must have come from Coca-Cola. So you need to consider your tone. And this will make people know you, identify you, and know how to interact with you. This particular tone of voice should always be designed to resonate with your target audience. Did that one get home? Take a note. The last one you need to consider is define your success. What is success to you? What is success to you? Do you want to grow in sales, traffic? Do you want to improve your customer service? You want to create awareness and increase brand? Do you want more people to interact with your business, or you want actually just to make sale? What exactly is your success? This one will help you with social media, because when you do that, you will be able to know how to measure your results. Okay, so which social media platform does your business use? Let me highlight some examples of social media that exist. The first one is Twitter. So Twitter is a good quick is good for quick conversation and PR. So you can create a professional looking profile with a hidden image and a username. You can get noticed and join conversation by using relevant hashtag, ask questions and run polls. So if you want this description fit what you want to achieve online, then Twitter becomes one of the greatest examples of social media that you need to use. The next one is Facebook. So Facebook is a great tool for helping customers find you and see what your business is all about. 2.5 billion users are active on Facebook as we speak. So from Facebook, you can link your website. You can provide a main link to your website so that people visiting your Facebook page, they can go to your website directly. You can add opening hours, contact details, among others. You can even put call to actions. Shop now. Contact us. Buy now. Call us. All right? And then you can use GIFs and videos to generate interest and even shares. So this Facebook can be a greater tool for you and your business. Remember, they're always free. Another social media platform that you can use is Instagram. Instagram, we are talking about visual. So Instagram is a great place to draw people attention with visuals, yeah? A place to share photos, videos of anything from new products to a day at the beach. Oh. So you can use your photo caption to tell a story and get people interested. Go easy on the hashtags, follow influencers, brands, or people you find interesting. And the next social media platform that you can use is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a great tool for recruitment, building a professional network, or connecting with peers. You can create personal or company pages and add a profile. Encourage your employees to become brand advocates, make your company page search engine friendly, and generate interest by creating special showcase pages. You can even share product news and thought around leadership, content about that touching current issues, among others. So we shared about social media you can use that and examples. We started with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and now LinkedIn. So at any moment that when we'll be meeting in our next session, I'm happy that most of us are going to implement. They are going to build their brand online and come and share with us what was the feeling and the touch. So before we just like end our session today, I want us to take a pause just to get if you have any questions that is coming forward. All right, great comments are coming. Hello, Lile, great to have you. Okay, great people. So I want to check if we have conversation coming forward. Great. I can see a lot of conversation coming forward, and Naol is sharing great resources with us. All right. Feel free to share any question, any thoughts. We'll be ready to pick them through. But we have come to the end of our session today, and my question to us, it was just the beginning. What is going to be our next steps after this? So feel free to go into our online learning platform, Grow with Google, that is learningdigital.with google.com/digital skills/courses. Our moderator is going to share this link with you at the chat box. So feel free to go visit the link and learn more. There is a lot of resources and courses that can help you understand how you can build your brand and sell online in depth. And again, We are social. We are great social. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, and also on Instagram. Our moderators shared these links with you, and please go on our social media platform, share something with us, what you have learned. If there is anything that you are going to implement, you can share it with us on the social media. Remember to tag us Digital Skills AF in Twitter, Digital Skills letter 4 Africa in Facebook, and Digital Skills AF in Instagram with the hashtag Grow with Google. I will be going there right away to have a look on some of the comments and the learnings that you will be sharing. So feel free to share with us your chat box at the chat box and also on our social media, and let us get to learn on what did stand out for you. Great. So without much ado, it's a call upon you to thank you so much, guys, for joining our session today. So feel free also to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get notification every time we come live with digital skills content. Without much ado, I want to say thank you so much for coming. I was your lead trainer, Orwa Joseph, assisted by our great moderator, Naola Desa, who have engaged us in the chat box and made the session quite lively. I want to say thank you until we meet another day and another time. Bye.